وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. So, yesterday we went through lesson 1. On Tuesday we went through lesson 1. And it was a revision lesson in which we learned about the possessive pronoun ya, as well as uhibbu and tuhibbu, meaning I love and you love. Now, before we start lesson 2, I wanted to go over the exercises from lesson 1. I wanted to go through the exercises from lesson 1. So if everyone could turn to page 6. So on page 6 it says read and write. اقرأ واكتب. Again, we're just going to go through these sentences one by one, and every person will translate one sentence. Starting from Brother Abdullah. من في هذا البيت? Who is in this house? هذا, right. And then فيه حامد. Hamid is in the house. Fihi, right? That's also something we learned yesterday, on Tuesday. The connection of fi and the pronoun. Number 2. ماذا في الحقيبة فيها كتابي وقلمي ودفتري? Brother Yaqub.
What is in the bag? My book is in it, and my pen, and
My notebook. Number 3, Brother Arkan. Number 4, Brother Muhammad Khalifa. No, not Aladdin. Al-an. Al-an. We didn't learn the word al-an? No, we definitely learned the word al-an. Yeah, we definitely learned it. First semester. Al-an. What does al-an mean? Raise your hand. Who knows what al-an means? Now, right? Exactly. Al-an means now. Right now. ما فيه أحد. No, who is in? Al-an. See, look at the board. What does al-an mean? Right. Masjid al-Jami'ati. It means basic. It's mudaf mudaf ilayh. Masjid al-Jami'ati is like when, Jami' Masjid means where all congregational prayers happen. So they call it Masjid al-Jami'a. But yeah, you just say a congregational mosque. So man fi Masjid al-Jami'ati al-an. Who is in the congregational mosque right now? Ma fihi ahadun? What does that mean? Ma fihi ahadun. In it, right. And then ma fihi? Achha, so who can translate this part? Ma fihi ahadun. There is no one in it. Exactly. Ahadun means someone. Ma fihi, no one is in it. Right. And number 5, Brother Yusuf.
who is in this room, فيها المدير.
Yes, in it is the principle, or the principle is in it.
Why is ما فيه أحد no one's?
So
Where's the negation?
the ma fihi ahadun, right? Ma fihi ahadun. This means not. Fihi means in it, and this means someone. Put it into English, it means basically no one is in it. No, ma means, we learned ma has two meanings, right? That ma means what, and ma also means no, right? Anyone remember this from first semester? Yes, right? Right, so in this sentence it means no. So whenever ma comes as a question, it means what? And whenever ma comes as a statement, or I shouldn't say whenever, but 99% of the time, it means not or no. Right? So ma hada, what is this? Ma fihi ahadun, no one's in it. Right? Okay.
So ma has two different meanings.
Right.
Depends on the context of the sentence.
Right. Okay, now let's move on to lesson 2. Actually, before we do that, on the bottom it says read. اقرأ. أحب أبي وأمي. أحب زميلي. أحب أستاذي. أحب اللغة العربية. Right? So all the way on the bottom, number 7. أحب اللغة العربية. Right? So look at the board. أحب اللغة العربية. So I have one question for all of you. Why is لغة العربية getting a fatha? مفعول, exactly. Everyone remember فعل فاعل مفعول that we learned last semester? The verb, the doer, and then what the action is being done upon, right? So أحب is the فعل plus it has the concealed fa'il that we talked about on Tuesday. Fa'il. أحب, I love. So the action is the loving, right? That's the action. And the person who's doing the action is me. So that's the fa'il and the fa'il, the action and the doer. The maf'ul is اللغة العربية. This is what the action is being done upon. Love is the action, right? I am the doer, and the Arabic language is what the action's being done upon. Right? Or what you call maf'ul. So you have fa'il, you have fa'il, and then you have maf'ul. Right? Fa'il is the verb. Fa'il always gets dhamma, maf'ul always gets fatha. That's the reason for this having a fatha. Mawsuf sifat, exactly. So, lughata is mawsuf, Arabiya is sifat. That's why both of them have alif lam, both of them are specific, and both of them have the one fatha. Right? Clear? That was all I wanted to point out. That just to jog your memory about the fa'il, fa'il, and maf'ul. Now let's move on to lesson 2. الدرس الثاني. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كيف حالك يا بنت? Who knows what كيف حالك means? How are you? كيف حالك يا بنت? بنت means girl. How are you, oh girl? أنا بخير والحمد لله. What is the ba in بخير? What is that ba? Right, khair belongs to me, right? That ba is the harf jar that we learned last semester. I have khair, or khair belongs to me. Meaning I'm good, I'm doing good. Walhamdulillah, and all praise is due to Allah.
How is that ba? Explain it again.
Ba, harf jar, right? We learned it?
Oh yeah, it is.
Right. And then, khair means goodness or good, right? So when you say ana bi khayrin, ba means me like belongs to, or with, right? So I am with good, or good belongs to me. However you want to put it.
Person are harfujas and to be separated from the word, they can be connected to the word. Harfuja.
Most of them are connected to the word. Only some of them, like ila and
Be isn't connected to any word. Be is a harfuja.
right,
It's not connected to any word. It's singular.
right. But then it can be. So, for example, we had fihi,
Right.
right?
Can be right.
Right. Okay. Ana bi khayrin. Ba harf jar. Khayrin gets two kasras. Why? Because it's non-specific and the harf jar is giving it kasra. Everyone remember, right? This is still all old stuff. We're not learning anything new yet. This is all everything from last semester. Right? Is there anything new that we've learned yet? Right. Okay. So this is just to jog your memory. Ana, me, bi khayrin. I'm doing good. Walhamdulillah. Now, from here, from this point onwards, one person translate two lines. Brother Abdullah. Anti, right? This is the feminine version of anta. So look over here on the board. We have anta for masculine, you, means you, right? And anti for feminine, which also means you. So when you translate, you just say you, because in English we don't really have a difference. But in Arabic, when you want to say you to a male, anta with a fatha. When you want to say you to a female, anti with a kasra. Okay, translate. I am from Syria. Next two lines, Brother Yaqub.
What's your name?
Hmm.
Ismi Amina.
My name is Amina. Right. Again, look at the word ismuki, right? Ismuki. Why is this getting a kasra? We learned this in last semester as well. Yeah, no problem. Female, exactly. So remember, ka, the dhamir, these are pronouns, right? Ka is you, masculine, and ki is your feminine. Not you, your feminine. Right? So ismuki, your name. What is your name? Talking to a feminine woman, to a feminine. Next two lines, Brother Arkan.
أين أبوك؟ Where is your father? أبي هنا في المدينة المنورة. هو مفتش في المدرسة الثانوية. Father is here in المدينة المنورة. He is a
No. مفتش inspector. مفتش. ميم فا تا شين. مفتش. The ta has a tashdid on it, right? مفتش means inspector. هو مفتش في المدرسة الثانوية.
is an inspector in the high school.
Right. Secondary school or high school, whatever you want. Right. I think so, right? Same thing. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the terms, but I assume that it's the same thing. Just yeah, we'll stick to secondary school. Right. مدرسة الثانوية, secondary school. Okay. Next two lines. Did everyone get that line? The one that Brother Arkan just translated? Abi huna fil madinati al-munawwara. My father, huna, we learned huna already, right? Huna means here. My father is here, fil madinati al-munawwara, in Medina. Huwa, he, mufattishun, inspector, fil madrasati thanawiyati, in secondary school. Yeah? Okay, now translate the next one. أنت أمك? Say it again. No. No. أين? Right.
There's a castle over there, Hamza. Fanta over there, thank you. Fanta over there,
أين?
Anna?
Where's the ta? So now read it again. Right. What does that mean? What is ummuka? Ummuka is plus ummuki, right? Ummuki. Plus ki. What does mean? Look at the board. What does mean? Mother. And then ki means? It's right here. It's right here. Feminine what? What does it mean? What does it mean though? What does the letter mean? Right, what does this say? Right, that's what it means. So now, ummuki, your mother. Mustashfa. Mustashfa. Do you know what this means? Yusuf, translate this whole line.
She is also there.
Not there, here. Huna. Hiya aydan huna. Aydan, we learned aydan, right? Also? Also. Did we not learn aydan? We learned aydan. Okay. Aydan, also. As well.
She is a doctor in the country's hospital.
No. Mustashfa al-wilada is right, maternity hospital, where kids, right. Yusuf, translate the next two lines as well.
And what's adatu? What's this word right here? Aman hadi adatu right here.
Fatatu. Is this a new word? New word. Fatatu, fata, alif, and then ta marbuta means young woman or young girl. Just like, I don't know if you remember, we studied fata. And fata meant young man. Right? So fata, young man. Fatatu, young woman. It's the feminine version of fata. Everyone see that? Fatatu and fata? Right. Okay, now translate.
And who is this young girl with?
Allati. Do you remember allati? Allati. Which, right. Or who is. You're talking about a human, so who is.
Okay, wait. Who is this young girl with? Is that right? That person?
No. So, man hadhihi al-fatat. Who is this young girl? That part's clear. That part's good. Allati ma'aki. What does ma'aki mean?
Well, ma means with.
Right, with.
He was yours. So
Right.
who is
And then allati means who is, right?
Yeah.
So, who is this young girl that is with you?
Oh, okay.
Ma'aki. Who is with you? Everyone remember allati and alladhi? Right? Right. Alladhi and allati, right? So we had alladhi for masculine, right? Alladhi. And then allati for feminine. right? Allati. And both of them mean that is or who is, etc. This is for masculine and this is for feminine. So for example, الرجل الذي دخل الفصل. الرجل الذي, the man who دخل الفصل, entered the classroom. اسمه يعقوب. His name is Yaqub. Understand how this الذي works? الرجل الذي, the man who دخل الفصل, entered the classroom. اسمه يعقوب. His name is Yaqub. You see? Let's write it. It'll be a lot easier if we just write it. Inna lillah.
That was the example when you mentioned Yaqub.
Yep. So look. الرجل الذي دخل الفصل اسمه يعقوب. Right? الرجل الذي دخل الفصل. لا ليلو. لا. Why? مفعول. اسمه يعقوب. بابيبو. يعقوب. Now, the man, right? Brother Yaqub, this is for you. The man, right? الذي, whom, دخل, entered, الفصل, the class, اسمه يعقوب, his name is Yaqub. Got it? That's the whole sentence. This alladhi is like who in English. Alladhi dakhal al-fasla, the one who entered. Allati tazawwajat rajulan, the one who married a man. Right? All allati alladhi. Alladhi akala ta'ama, the one who ate the food. Right? So this is all alladhi. القلم الذي على المكتب, the pen that is on the table. Right? You see the use of الذي. القلم الذي على المكتب. So now make a sentence with الذي. Short one. Al-Baqarah too, right? Baqarah is feminine. So الذي or التي? الذي or التي? التي, because feminine, right? حقلي, right? Right? That's fine, that's a sentence. البقرة التي في الحقل. حقلي, right? في. Right. So البقرة التي في الحقل, the cow that is in the. Right. So we understand what الذي التي, how it works, right? Okay, now let's go back to the book. ومن هذه الفتاة التي معك? Who is this young girl? التي معك, who is with you? What does it say after that, Yusuf?
Yeah, is she your sister?
أهي أختك. And what's the answer?
No, she, what's Amma? What's Amma? This Amma. Is this the word?
What does it say?
هي بنت Amma.
Amma? Is that what it says? Ammi. There you go. Where's the fatha?
It's on the me, but there's a fatha.
It seems you guys forgot everything from first semester, huh? What is the rule for tashdid?
No, it just seems that like it's different ones forgot different things.
Right. So look, tashdid, how does tashdid work? Look at the board, Yusuf. Tashdid, how does it work? When there's a fatha, it's on top. When there's a kasra, it's under the tashdid. And when it's a dhamma, Remember, right? So this is what's happening here. So this is actually ammi, right? Let me get rid of this for you before. Right. So ammi, this is kasra, right? Okay. Now ammun, what is ammun? Forget the ya for a second. What is ammun? Paternal uncle. So what does ammi mean? My paternal uncle, exactly. So now, la hiya bintu ammi.
No, she she is my paternal aunt's, sorry, my paternal uncle's daughter.
My cousin. Right.
So, should we translate this as she is the, because it's like daughter of my paternal uncle, right?
Daughter of my paternal uncle means my cousin. No, a cousin. It literally means cousin. Right? Like ibnu am means cousin. Right? So you translate it in English as cousin. You don't have to say the son of my uncle. Right? Right, yeah. Right, well, I mean, if you're trying to translate the sentence for yourself, like you're trying to figure out the translation, it'll be easier to do it like word for word, like my uncle's, so you can see like the mudaf, mudaf ilayh and everything. But when you're translating it normally, it means cousin. Right. Okay, next two lines. What?
Is there a single word for cousin?
Ibn Am. That's what it means. It means cousin.
Yeah, but that's two words. Ibn Am?
Right, but that's the word for cousin.
So yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Right. There's no singular word. Like Ja'far radiallahu anhu was the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's cousin, and he used to call him Ibn Ammi, right? Ibn Ammi, my cousin, right? This is how you say cousin. Just like Ali radiallahu anhu. Ali radiallahu anhu was also Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's cousin. So this is bintu ammi, my feminine cousin, right? Or my paternal uncle's daughter. Is that better? Next two lines, Brother Abdullah. Okay, that's too easy. Next two lines. See, look at Zamila Tuki. The ta between the kaf and the lam. What is that ta for? Everyone see that? Look, Zamila Tuki, right? Za, mim, ya, lam, ta, kaf. Feminine classmate, right? Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to make sure. Okay. Next line. Right. So madrasatil mutawassita means middle school. And madrasat al-thanawiyya is secondary school. Okay, next two lines, Brother Yaqub. Break down alaki first. Alaki is 3 different letters. Each letter means something else. Right. The lam means belonging to. And then? A sister.
I'm sorry, sister.
Right. So now what does it mean? Is belonging to you a sister? No. Is belonging to you a sister? What does that mean? Do you have a sister? Does a sister belong to you? Do you have a sister? Right? Alaki. It's actually it's 3 letters. Each letter means something totally different. A-la-ki. This a is the a for questioning, right? Do. La belongs. Ki you. Does it belong to you, right? Alaki? Everyone understand? Right. Now, alaki ukhtun means, do you have a sister? Next line.
لا مالي أخت no no belonging to me is sister so no
No, I don't have a sister. You see, when you break it down like word after word or letter for letter, like what does each one mean? It's easier to translate it. Next two lines, Brother Yaqub, because those two are really short.
أخوي do you have a brother نعم لي أخ كبير وهو طالب في جامعة بجامعة yes I have a big brother
Yeah.
and he's a student at university.
He's a student at the university. Exactly. Brother Arkan? What do you say?
No, nothing.
Well, go ahead. It's fine.
Nothing. I was just looking at the words directly and saying student belonging to the university.
Right. It's actually huwa, meaning him. Talibun, he is a student. That like huwa talibun is already a complete sentence. It means he is a student, right? If I said anta talibun, you are a student. Huwa talibun, he is a student. These are all complete sentences, right? Then bil jami'ati, ba means with or within, and then al jami'a, the university. He is a student with or at the university, however you want to put it. Remember, you have to remember, Arabic is way, way more complex than English. And I mean way more. I cannot exaggerate how much more complex Arabic is than English. And that's why you have difficulty finding out, like, what does ba really mean? Like, over here, you're saying it means with, but over here, you're saying it means at. But then over here, it's because you cannot really translate ba in English, right? But then we have different words for the one letter that they use. You get what I'm saying, right? It's the kamal of the Arabic language, the beauty of the Arabic. Right. I told you that everything you learned last semester will come in this semester. It's going to bite you. Because you have to know everything from the previous book to progress. Right? Okay, Brother Arkan, just finish it off.
ومن هذا الطفل الذي معك and who is this child or infant or
Child, you could say child, you could say infant. It's both the same.
and who is this child who is with you?
Right, who is with you?
هو ابن أخي. He is the son of my brother. ما اسمه?
What do you call the son of my brother?
Nephew.
Nephew, right?
ما اسمه? What is his name? اسمه سعد. His name is Sa'd.
Hmm.
أمك في البيت الآن? Is your mother in the house right now? لا. ذهبت إلى المستشفى. She has left to the hospital.
Alhamdulillah. So now, let's do an overview of this lesson. Okay, kaifa I believe is a new word. Kaifa, even though kaifa haluk is, everyone knows what kaifa haluk means. It means how are you. But kaifa itself is a new word, right? We never learned the word kaifa before. So look, kaifa. Kaifa means how. So you don't even have to say anything else besides kaifa except you, right? So kaifa anta. How are you? You could even say kaifaka. How are you? Right? Because kaifa literally means how are, right? You just have to add the you part. Or kaifa Ahmad. Or kaifa ukhtuka. But kaifa itself is the main part of how are you. Right? You just have to add who you're talking about. For example, you could say kaifa ha. Like you were talking about a girl and then you say how is she? Right? So kaifa is like, it's one of those mabni words. Again, it's a mabni word. It's a question and you just add anything to it. It means how is or how are this person, that person, right? Okay, so now overview. In this lesson, go to page 13. Yes, right. Ha means her, right? Zamir. So kayfaha, how is she?
In that ma, it changes two meanings, depending on the sentence structure.
Ma changes depending on the type of sentence. If it's a question, then the ma will be a question. And if it's a comment, then the ma will usually be a no.
So the ma means what?
What and no.
What and no.
Yeah, two different meanings. Okay, everyone turn to page 13. Points to remember. In this lesson, we learned the following. We have learned before anta, you for masculine singular. Now we learn anti, you for feminine singular. We already learned this last semester, so this is not new for you guys. The possessive pronoun form of anti is ki. We already learned that. And we already learned that the possessive pronoun form of anta is ka, right? We have already learned that dhahaba means he went. Dhahabtu means I went, and dhahabta means you went. Now we also learned dhahabat means she went. But we already knew this as well, right? Okay. If the subject is mentioned, the pronoun she has to be dropped. Dhahabat Maryam. So it won't be she Maryam went to the school, it'll be Maryam went to the school. That's obvious, right? Everyone understand what it's trying to say? That dhahabat actually means she went, but obviously if you add a name after it, it's talking about that person, so you don't say she anymore, you say the person went, right? So dhahabat Maryam, Maryam went. Dhahabat, she went, right? If a verb like this is followed by alif lam, the sukoon is changed to a kasra. Dhahabatil bintu. Dhahabatil bintu. Now, the reason for this kasra being here, everyone look at the board. This is actually dhahabat, right? She went. When you have a word with an alif lam after it, dhahabat al-imra'atu. Imra'atu means what? Woman, right? So dhahabat al-imra'atu this is what it's supposed to be, right? The woman went. Everyone see that? Dhahabat al-imra'atu, the woman went. That's what it's supposed to be. But the thing is, because of pronunciation, and literally only because of pronunciation, to make it easier, they put a kasra. Dhahabatil imra'atu. But it's not getting a kasra because of any other reason. It's just because of this alif lam. Therefore, if the alif lam was not here, and you say dhahabat imra'atun, it wouldn't become dhahabati. It would remain dhahabat. So it's only because of the alif lam. This has nothing to do with like any rule or anything. It's simply because when an alif lam comes, for the pronunciation, they make it a kasra.
All the time?
All the time.
Any word that has sukoon at the end before alif.
Any verb that's in this form. Darabat, fatahat. Darabat means she hit. Darabatil imra'atu, same thing. Fatahat means she opened. Fatahatil imra'atu, the woman opened. Right? So it's whatever verb is in this form, we'll get a kasra if there's an alif lam after it.
Who's they?
Huh?
You said they will add kasra.
No, we'll get a kasra. So
Okay, so it's not a rule. It's a language rule.
it's a language rule, right? Yeah. What I'm saying is don't look for like a reason for the kasra, like harf jar or something. It's there because of the alif lam. You get it? Right, okay. Okay, so it gets a kasra because of the alif lam after it. Right.
Is there any term for, because there's instances like this going to come up later, is there any term for instances that when there isn't technically a rule, but it's just something to facilitate pronunciation, and we just learn them as we go?
No, you just learn them as you go, and as you speak, you'll just get used to it. The thing is like, dhahabat al-imra'atu is not wrong. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, this is not really like that kind of rule. Dhahabat al-imra'atu is not wrong. It's just to make it flow, exactly. It's part of the flow of Arabic. You don't say dhahabat al-imra'atu because Arabic is not choppy. Arabic is flowy. So when you say dhahabatil imra'atu, it's flowing. So it's not getting a kasra because of some harf jar, because alif lam doesn't give kasra to anything. So why is it giving a kasra here? Because of the flow. You know what I'm saying, right? So it's not really a rule. But you'll see as we go through these books, there's a lot of these type of random rules that are not really rules. They're just to keep the flow of the language. Right? That's why I'm saying ذهبت al-imra'atu is not wrong. It's just when you speak, you won't say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Arabic is complicated when it comes to these kind of, like, they like to... Yeah, because it is. Because you have, like, Arabic is meant... It's a language that was meant as, like, a poetry language, right? There's a lot of beauty in the language. And the problem with Arabs is, mashallah, they based a lot of their rules on this beauty. So the sentence itself will have its own rule, and then for the beauty, they'll have a new rule. And that's what this is. This is a prime example of that. Okay, but we get that, right? Is that clear? Just remember that part, that if there's any verb on this form, and there's an alif lam after it, it will get a kasra. Now, we have already learned alladhi, now we learn allati. We already knew allati as well, right? I taught you alladhi, allati. I also taught you alladhani, allatani, and then alladhina, and then allati, right? Allati. Then, number 4, on page 14. We have learned kitabuka, your book. Now note, hada kitabuka anta, this is your book. Here, anta has been added for emphasis. This is used in case of a doubt or dispute. Like, for example, you know how you say, like if someone says, is this your pen? You'd be like, no, it's your pen. It's like, no, I think it's yours. No, it's your pen, right? In English, we just add, like, we don't really add a word. We just use body, what do you call it? We use like, what do you call body?
Body parts?
No, body language. There you go. We use body language to show that we're using emphasis, right? Now in Arabic, they actually have words for emphasis. So, هذا قلمك means what? This is your pen, right? So now the other guy is saying, no, it's not my pen. You say, no, هذا قلمك أنت. What does anta mean? You, right? So هذا قلمك أنت means this is your book. Like this is 100% your book. You're putting emphasis. That's why you cannot translate this in English, because it doesn't make sense in English. In English, right, it's kind of like jiddan, but it doesn't, anta doesn't mean, like it doesn't mean emphasis. But when you add anta with ka, it becomes emphasis. So, هذا قلمك أنت, this is your book. This is your pen. That's literally how you would translate it. There's no other way to put it. Without the anta or with the anta, it means the same thing. The only thing is it's emphasis. So it's like an argument when you're trying to tell someone, I'm telling you it's your book. That's basically what it is. This is definitely your book. So, هذا بيته هو. That is his house. هذا قلمي أنا. This is my pen. ذلك كتابها هي. That is her book. You see, so whenever you add the dhamir, both of the damirs together, like the connected dhamir, like this kaf, and then the apparent dhamir, put them together, it becomes emphasis. So ka matches with anta, because you, and then ki would match with right. Match with? Hiya means her. Anti. There you go. Anti. And then huwa would match with who. And then hiya would match with ha. And so on and so forth. Everyone understand? Again, this is another one of those random Arabic things. You wouldn't normally be able to translate this in English. It just means, it's putting emphasis on what you're already saying. You're already saying, هذا قلمك already means this is your pen. You're putting emphasis on what you're already saying by adding anta. This is definitely your book. Everyone clear? Any questions? No, seriously, if you have a question, ask, because this is all new, random new things, right? They're gonna keep popping up. If you don't learn them now, you're gonna see it in a sentence later, and you won't know what it means.
This is the type of language, this is the type of Fusa they spoke a long time ago. So every word in this course is a Fusa language, right?
Right. So this is the Arabic they actually used to speak before the French and the Germans came and decided we're gonna add random new words into their language.
So basically, the main difference between Fusha Arabic and the Arabic that's spoken is basically people are not following the rules, right? Apart from all those other.
Basically, exactly, yeah. The harakats don't exist, basically. Harakas don't exist anymore. Dhammatain, kasratain, mudaf, mudaf ilayh, all that is not. They basically don't follow any rules. Uh-huh. Yep. It's not that they get embarrassed. It's that they're so used to the Arabic they speak now that they think of you as like I said last time, philosopher. Exactly, philosopher. Uh-huh.
Walked away, right? And the other guy kept talking to me. Nate, every time I mention the word Fusa, to a lot of them, you know, Prophet Muhammad said,
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
a good Muslim, when you be called into Islam, he's doing haram things, his heart goes bad. You know, he looked like he felt bad.
Yeah, obviously, because they know that's their original language. They lost their original language.
He acted like that last night.
Okay, any questions based on the class? So I can end the broadcast at least. Any questions about the lesson? Okay, for tomorrow, for tomorrow, inshallah, please do me a favor. Go over the exercises. That's it. For next week, just go over the exercises in that lesson 2, and try to play around with the stuff you learned. Most of the stuff is all old, all revision. So just play around with it, see what you can make. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك